Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery in BL tonight. We've got a big one here. GK100 launched Hot to Trot. GraceKennedy. The launch was held virtually and streamed live to GK employees all across the world. It happened on January 15th, 2022. Now, the big news coming out of the launch, of course, it's a 100th anniversary, huge milestone. They state they're going to have events all year long. But the big news was GraceKennedy will be gifting shares to its staff. Now, Margaritaville Turks Limited, MTL here, not such good news here, but chalks up more losses for the 6 months or half-year results. On the bright side, the cruise shipping is returning to Turks, or happened in December last year. We'll talk about that. But the bottom line is they reported a loss, or a further loss here, $606,000 US for its half year. That's November 30th, 2021. Now, Creamy, Caribbean Cream. Talk about their strategy here of having depots really shining and coming through here. The Ocho Rios depot playing a significant role in its gain of market share. The company disclosing that the Ocho Rios depot contributed as much as 8% of overall sales. Just goes to show you that, you know, big things ahead for Creamy. How many more depots could they do? Distribution is key, and having these locations as well. Now, that's the growth in the third quarter or Q3 of revenue, getting that market share. Creamy's numbers overall, when you look aside from the revenue, a little bit bad or surprising, but Creamy throws in a clinker like this every so often. You tend to see this as they're really going for market share. Ahead of schedule, probably going to hit something like, you know, $2 billion annualized compared to audited $1.8 billion the year before. Now, in the financial sector, Sagicor Group Jamaica completing its investment in NFE Clarendon power plant. Talk about a big deal here. Sagicor already jumping above some of the majors with profitability, and now they're coming out with such a huge number and investment. It's a $100 million US investment into the overall $285 million bond that they're offering in NFE Clarendon power plant. They're the arranger, they're the organizer, the broker for the additional sales of $185 million US to get this done. But the bottom line here, they're the anchor investor in NFE South Power Holdings Limited, and that's now completed. So phase one is done by Sagicor. They talk about, you know, Chris Zaka, the CEO, talks about growth in Jamaica, the importance of energy security, and Sagicor playing a big role here. The balance, as we said, $185 million US, that's next for the bond, and all regulatory approvals, critical item here, have been received. Now, the bond is going to be used to finance NFE's combined heat and power plant in Clarendon. That's going to be their third operation in Jamaica. Company flying there in NFE, Fortress Energy. Now, ISB Finance Limited, last up tonight, AGM coming up. The notice here, as a reminder, it's going to be held virtually this week, January 20th, beginning at 11 a.m. by ISB Finance. I'm Mark Croskery. This is Business Live.